Welcome to the March recap. So this month we've got some interesting bits of work going on. We've got a couple of shoots that we are going to, and we've got a lot of projects that we're finalising. So it's going to be an exciting month, probably the same as what we do every single time I do one of these. But yeah, I thought it'd be good to introduce the video. We've also got a couple of stressful things that are going on at the moment, which I will explain in future videos, but for now it's probably best that we don't. So yeah, I'm looking forward to going through the next month and, you know, bringing on new projects, working with some old, and moving from there.
They all finished outside. Look, he's been in the back. Oh, is he?
So we are currently working on a golf clothing brand. They're quite classic in the style that they're going to sell, and basically we've done all these various concepts, taking it down different routes. It's called Robert Neal. So this has been quite a large project of ours that we're working with the company for the past few weeks. So we're sort of on a good stage at the moment. So these concepts have all been sent across now to the client, and they have now come back to us with some feedback, and we are now moving on to the second version. So we're doing alternate versions with the patterns, trying to like see how we can maybe develop some of the ideas, and see what works and what doesn't work, to be honest. My preference is like this one, but obviously we just need to keep doing more to just sort of give the client some good options and feedback. They gave really good feedback and they knew exactly what they wanted, so it's good because when we're sort of doing the branding process, it's about funneling the ideas down and trying to get to that final point. So this is where we're at. We're sort of at a mid stage right now, so I expect once we send these over, we'll then receive some more feedback, and it'll be sort of tweaks on the sort of next versions really, and then we'll go from there. So today's March the 11th. We have been working on multiple projects. We've got two projects that we have sort of been going a bit back and forth. So we're in the middle of that process. So we've got one that's the Fairway Club that we are still working on, which is another golf indoor venue in London. And then we've also got Yates's Renewable Energies, whose website we've been redoing. So we've sent that over for review. And then we've also actually got Robert Neal, which is a golf clothing brand that we're working with. So we've actually sent them their second round of revisions. So we're waiting on feedback. So dealing with feedback really for us is just making sure that it's done in a timely manner. And obviously we want the client to feel like obviously they're happy with everything that we've done. So basically we just want to make sure that they tell us the truth and that, you know, they're honest with how they give us that feedback, because I know that we have had people in the past who aren't maybe comfortable with telling us how they feel about the work and stuff. So it just takes a bit of communication, and I think I've touched upon this in some points. So yeah, we're waiting on those. We've been out doing a little bit of content today as well. We are leaning into a lot more content recently. I think it's just the way that things are going with a lot of our digital marketing clients, and we have got some new clients as well that we're doing it with. So it's good, and I will put more on tomorrow, hopefully.
These days.
Yeah. I'll get a little close. You can talk.
Just put it on there. And make Google it. Google it. Into the night.
So today I'm going to show you one of the websites that we've been working on. We've been actually working on an e-commerce site. It was a bed shop. They're based in Llandudno and Colwyn Bay. They are called Perfect Dreams, and they're a local family business. They've been running for, well, they've got over 30 years experience, and basically they came to us. They feel like they're not really getting any web sales. They're not sort of getting that online presence that they need, and I think their old website sort of wasn't really giving them that. So I'm going to show you the old website, and then I'm going to show you the website that we've been working on and how we've sort of done it, and give you a little bit more of an insight into things like that. So this is the old website. As you can see, it's quite dated, and it's not really user friendly. As I can't really see any products on the front page. Obviously, the social images are all sort of gone out, and it just isn't easy to sort of navigate for a sort of person that would be looking. You'd want to be seeing the product straight away. So, moving on to some of the product pages as well, like they're all sort of out of sync, or they're in a very different sizes, and sort of the usability of it is a bit all over the place. So we're trying to move away from this, and then we've actually created this. So we've migrated it all the products over onto Shopify, and this is the new website. So obviously any images can be changed, but this is sort of where we're at the moment. So as you scroll down, you're sort of seeing sort of the options that you can go for, some featured products, and sort of the ranges and so on, reviews, recently viewed products. So say if you click on a product, then we're sort of working now on these variants. So every single product has a variant. So you'd have like the size, the storage, the fabric color, and then obviously they can add to cart and continue with the shop. We've got obviously different pages on there that we've been working on. But I think the main thing looking in the back end is if we go to here and the products. So say, for example, when we're adding a product on, although it looks really, really easy, there's actually so many variants. So by variant, it could be color, size, like I showed you on the front end. So say if we click into this Seville headboard and you go down, you've got to add the sizes, the height options, and the fabric. And then for every single one of those, for example, the 2'6", there's the colors. So you basically need to add in the size and then the price as well. So it's can be quite complicated, and there's quite a lot to go through. So yeah, essentially that is what we've been doing. There's quite a lot of products in the back end, so you might see this sort of easy, nice site that's looks pretty simple, but in the back end it is quite a lot of work. So this is sort of something that we would work on in terms of working for e-commerce. We work in Shopify, most brands do. It works really, really well. There's some great support with it, and there's so much flexibility for adding things like Klarna, or add in I don't know, PayPal. You have like all these sort of checkout options. You can add lots of different features on there in the future, and they sort of expand as you go along. So yeah, it's great. So we're currently working on this, and we're going to get some feedback from the client today, and then we're going to look to finalize this over the next few weeks as well. So it's all coming together, and this is a really, really nice project that we've been working on. I'm just looking forward to showing the client and sort of getting her feedback and then going from there. So today I'm in the office. We are working on a few branding projects. So I thought I'd show you a couple of things that I've been working on. So the first project is this. So we're working on a pub brand. It's in Trevu in North Wales, and basically we have been giving them some concepts. So it's called the Old Ship. So we've done a bit more of a literal sort of brand, and then we've worked on this nice little sketch of the building. So this was quite fun, and basically what we've done here is it's a very old building, and we thought it would be quite nice to include that in one of the brand concepts. And then moving on to another one that is also shaped like a ship. So we've got the three. This client decided to go for a 3 package, and we are now going to be awaiting their decision on what they want to do and any tweaks and so on. And then we've also been working on a brand guideline for a whiskey company. We've just watermarked that at the moment because we're waiting for their approval. And we've been sort of doing the guidelines of everything in the brand. It's an online whiskey market. So this has been quite a nice project to work on. And we're just awaiting feedback from that client as well. They've signed off the branding, so it's just the brand guideline now that we've been working on. So this week and last week was been quite busy, really. I haven't really had a lot of time to film, so we will be trying to film a bit more over the next week or two. It's been a bit of a weird week with bank holiday, but yeah, we've got loads going on. And we have got some exciting stuff coming up. We've got the skincare brand, not skincare, sorry, a body wash and soap brand, which we'll be working on quite heavily over the next year. And we've got some wealth finance company website that we're working on. We're working with another golf brand that we're doing their website, which we've sort of put out bits already. It's called the Fairway Club. And we are also working on some small bits as well. So yeah, exciting stuff. As the days go on, obviously it just all merges into one, but we're trying to keep up to date and trying to work as quickly and efficiently as we can with our clients. I find it quite difficult sometimes to try and manage which project you want to try and get done first. So I think you've sort of got to create a list and work through that list and make sure that everyone's sort of receiving things at the right time and you're sticking to the timelines that you've set. I think communication is one of the biggest things when it comes to working with clients. As long as you're communicating, then I think the projects will go well, but a lot of people fail to do that, and that's sort of where it goes to shit. So yeah.
Is there a sound that says new issue day? No. Wolf of Wall Street. Motherfucking new issue day! Can you fish tackle new issue day?
So today we're at Conway Lodge Park. We're doing a content shoot, and today we are filming a little walk that my client has asked me to go on. So I'm walking from Lodge Park to Conway. It's a 25-minute walk, and we'll be doing there and back. So yeah, that'll be different today. Get my steps in and get some good content.